Hello, it's Mike coming at you with a Planet Zoo live stream. I cannot believe it. Here we are. Right, first things first, we need to get my ugly mug on the screen. Where are we? Turn on camera. There we go. Let's put me up there. Hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Why is my camera all the way over there? Bear with me 1 second. There we go, that should be better. Everyone should be able to see me now. Right, so 27 people in the chat. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is all well. And I'm being joined by Welfare, who is going to be helping me tonight to keep up with the chat, because I assume you're going to have a lot of questions. So I'm not going to be able to keep up with the chat. It's just going to be absolutely impossible. So start throwing questions at me. I hope I am able to answer as many as we can. But before we do anything, are you there, Welfare?
I am indeed, mate.
Hello.
Reading the chat, waiting for the questions.
Look at the baby panda. I had to look at the baby panda before we did anything. Look. How cute is that? Right, so counter. I know that counter is going to be the big question. So take a look at the size of this park. This park is 35%, and the piece count, let me change the camera mode. Look at all these camera modes we've got. The piece count is, it's a little bit different. Okay, it's a little bit different, actually, because it groups everything together, so I can't really tell. But that's quite a big park for 35%. Look at the amount of pathing that we've got right there. When you multi-select, it doesn't, kind of count every individual piece, which makes it more difficult to try and tell what it is. So obviously there's more than 1,000 pieces there. But anyway, that is one of the career modes. That is not what we are doing. So, Welfare, questions?
Questions. Do you want me to wait till you loaded up the game?
No, let's start throwing them now. Just start firing
some easy answer ones. Right, I'll go to the Discord. First, that's piece count one. First question from Mouser: does the console have the option to change the guest spawn points? Have multiple spawn points?
Yes, it does. Yes, you can move the spawn point on console, so you can have your guests spawning wherever you want in the park. Right, I haven't done any of these before. These are the timed scenarios. So the career scenarios, I've done almost all of them. I've got these final 3 to do. But I haven't done any of the timed scenarios. This is an hour and 15 minutes to get this done. Is there flamingos in Planet Zoo? Yes, there is. Yes, there is flamingos in Planet Zoo. What is on console but not on PC? That's a good question. So we have the Move Snap feature, which the PC doesn't have, I don't believe. We also have, now I only found this out earlier on, I don't believe on PC you can select all of the staff members in one collective go and then train them all with one click of a button, whereas on console we can. How many animals can you fit into a small zoo? That's such a broad question. I mean, what do you count as a small zoo? I've had small zoos that have only been around 28%, and it's had around 70 zoos in it. 70 zoos, Harvey, about 70 animals in it. Right. Oh,
I
no!
imagine it would depend on the animal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like an elephant's going to take more percentage count than a turtle.
Oh, my days. Right, I've got an hour and 15 minutes to build a riverboat transport, have at least 10 different habitats, have at least 4 different exhibits, achieve an overall zoo rating of 3 out of 5, have at least 1,300 guests, and then a yearly profit of 10,000. Is the pathing as used percentage killer? Not that I have seen. No, it doesn't appear to be as bad as it was. Can we get the Black Panther bred on console? I'm not sure on that one. I think the Black Panther is a DLC, if I remember rightly. I seem to remember seeing that what it would be. Interested to know what franchise mode versus Sandbox. So franchise mode is basically you play with a budget. and you have a franchise of zoos. So like kind of you have your own empire of zoos. So you'll start off with the one, you'll kind of like do your research, put your animals in, and then you can start a second zoo in the same franchise, and that will carry over into your next one. So the research that you have done and the conservation points that you have will all carry over into the next one. I genuinely don't even know where to start with this. I haven't got an absolute foggiest. I don't know what to do. Yes.
Sorry, Matt, I've got a suggestion. Why don't we start in sandbox mode? Because there's a few questions with regards to like bodies of water, that kind of stuff. So then we can just show them rather than try and explain. So Green Jay wanted to know how different is it to create bodies of water than Planko?
It's very similar. Very similar.
What else have we got? I'm not going to read out Anthony's one.
How do the graphics compare to the PC? Again, that is a very, very difficult question to answer because it depends on the spec of your PC. If you're going to be playing on a high-end, thousands and thousands of pound PC, then yes, chances are it's going to look better. But for your bog standard PC, it looks a lot better. How much percentage do animals take?
It might be easier. It might be easier if we do questions in one area. So if people have got questions with regards to water, terraining, that kind of stuff, we'll do them now. Then we'll move on to the next subject because the chat is going crazy, which is good. But it's jumping here, there, and everywhere, and Matty won't be able to answer those questions. So if we do anything to do with terrain, water, that kind of stuff, we'll jump into that first.
Yeah. Right.
So Claire wants to know, do we have the cuts out square pool feature?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So it's right here. You can do pyramids, you can do ramps, cylinders, spheres, and cubes. So
that's a game changer, that.
Just like that. There you go.
You can colour water as well, can't you?
You can colour water indeed. So let's build a small enclosure.
Let's build a water feature. I know you're not known for them, so
no, not at all. Literally, the first thing I'm going to do is build a water feature. Let's do over here, and right, we'll put water in there. So we'll do some calm water, and the problem is I can't see what's going on because of the chat. Right, and I think it's over here that the chat is actually blocking over there. There we go. Right, so you've got clean water, dirty water, and then you can also put mist in it as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So no more putting the mist underneath waters in your park. You can just do that as you can, and you can also put bubbles in it as well should you really want to.
Did I see toxic in the presets then?
Yes, you've got toxic water.
As you do.
As you do. You've also got cosmic cow for anybody that wants to do pink. Anybody that would want to have a pink water feature.
So can you colour that any colour you want?
I don't believe so, no, but you've got quite a multitude of options right there. Right. Let's call that a water feature right there, and let's start building something, shall we? I haven't even looked at Sandbox at the pieces, so this is new to me as well, guys. I've only mainly done the campaign, so seeing all of these pieces, this is a lot of pieces. Oh my days, even I didn't realise there was all this here.
I've got a couple of questions from Possible as well, if you're ready for those.
Go on.
What rides are in the game, like transport rides?
Got to think on where they are. There they are. So you've got a 4x4 adventure, a monorail, a riverboat, a steam train, and a suspended gondola.
Gondola? Is that the same as a gondola?
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do.
And he also wants to know, is there any triggers for lights, water, sounds? Can they do shows?
I don't know on that one. I actually don't know. I would assume so. I would assume so, but I haven't seen them if there is. So I don't know on that one. I haven't seen anything with regards to triggered effects. I don't think there's triggers at all in the game. Okay, well, there you go. That's just been answered in the chat. Right. I am going to stop
Discord ones if you want to polish these off and then
bring them on.
Start
bring them on.
Bertie, what are your thoughts on the overall percentage? Is it a noticeable improvement over Planko?
Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. I don't have an exact number at the moment, but if I was to guess, I would say somewhere between 70 and 90,000, give or take. The animals seem to take up very, very little percentage, as do the guests. The guests do not seem to take up much percentage. Now, one thing you cannot do is you can't have the percentage on the bottom at all times, like you could on Planet Coaster. I wonder if that might be something that they will put in at a later date. But for right now, no, you can't. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I've got absolutely no idea.
Claire wants to know, is anything that's changed from Planko, or sorry, from how Planko is laid out? So, like, how staff different, how things are categorised on screen?
Not particularly, no. It's, if you've played Planet Coaster, you are going to know what you are doing, to be honest. It's going to feel very, very familiar with what you already know from Planet Coaster. If you've played Planet Coaster Console Edition before, you're going to pick this game up and be off and away straight away. There are some new features, some new controls, but nothing that's too overwhelming. Really, it's relatively easy to just get on with.
One from Flooded. Can you check to see if we can recolour trees, flowers, rocks, etc.?
I don't believe you can. No, I don't think that is something that you can do. I don't know. Let's have a look, shall we? I can't see because of the corner. I can't see.
No, but over two.
No.
Oh, that's just a group edit.
Yeah, I don't believe you can. But saying that, this is the nature tab alone. This is just nature. And look at all this. And that's just the base game. This is only the base game that we've got right now. We've got 16 DLCs to add to that all have foliage on as well.
Right, so I've got a few people asking about underwater viewing areas. So do you want to try and have a go at doing one of them?
I haven't attempted it. You can do underwater viewing areas. That is something you can do. It's something that I have yet to try. And to be honest, I don't really want to embarrass myself right now. But it is an option for you to do. It's just something that I haven't tried to experiment, and I'd rather not do that on a live stream, to be honest. I'd rather save that for a later date.
Okay, there's another couple of quick ones. Where are they gone? Can you download custom media? I'm assuming that's a no.
Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen, no.
Tom wanted to know, can you use mouse and keyboard on PS5 yet? I know that, yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. And it comes straight away at launch. Now, I do not know if that is the same as the PC controls. I can only assume it would be. But I don't know for certain. But you've got to assume that it would be exactly the same as the PC controls.
Lorcan asked, does it work on PS4? Sadly not, mate. It's only a next-gen game.
Yeah, when you actually see this game in motion, you will understand why this won't work on a last-gen console. There's just, honestly, there's too much in it. There is too much in this game. When you start looking at the interiors of buildings, and like when you start looking at enclosures, you'll start to realise why this is a next-gen only. Like, the exhibit animals are... You can zoom right up, like, fairly close to them. I actually show that in the review. I actually give some very good examples of the review that I released earlier on today.
There was another one. NH asked, I heard there are wall decals. Can you show some of them?
Wall decals, there are indeed. I believe they are wall decorations. So those are what we've got for now. But again, remember everybody, this is only the base game. There is so much more still to come with this. So like that doesn't look like a lot of wall decals to start off with, but I'm pretty sure that Planet Coaster didn't have a lot of wall decals at the very start. I think that came with the Studios pack and the Ghostbusters pack, did it not?
Do you know what DLCs are being launched with it? I don't know if you would or not.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that Plip knows, and I know that Plip is in the chat right now. He may be able to answer that because he actually did a video on that, so he would actually be a good person to answer. I can't remember. I do know...
Lyric has just answered it. North American pack, Wetlands pack, Europe pack, Southeast Asia pack.
Show us the weather, please. Oh, if I can press... Right, so this is one thing that is different. So to go into the free cam mode, or to change the weather, you have to hold square now. And then holding square, you can then press L1 to go into the camera modes, which I'll show some of these off in a second. Or press R1 to go into your times a day. So you've got your cloudy, you've got your rain. So give it a second. I'm actually going to change that time of day as well and lock that because I don't want that to turn to night in the live stream. Well, Max, it's funny you say that because I'll be coming to that very shortly, so I will address that in a couple of minutes. There you go, so there is the rain. And here is the snow. It's very difficult having the chat up in that corner because I can't see what it is that I'm doing. I'm going to guess that one. Yeah, I was right. Right, and there is the snow. The snow does settle on the ground. Right, and right, what I'm doing is I'm actually building a wall, by the way, like for my enclosure. So there we go. That is going to be my wall. I think I might just put maybe just a little bit more on that as well.
You've got a super chat from Plip, mate.
Oh, thanks, Plip. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. Right, we're going to put that at the top. There we go. And we'll put that.
And Shane just gifted a membership.
Oh, thank you so much, Shane. You're all amazing.
Right, let's get an animal in this exhibit because people are asking about animals.
Hang on, I'm getting there.
Chop.
I'm getting there. Leave me alone. Right. Cinematic camera mode. So you've got the free look cam. So that was the same as what the Planet Coaster had. So very much like a first person shooter. You can just control it like that. Explore mode. So I haven't played around with this much. So you place it down there. And, oh, right. And then that. Oh, that's Plipcam mode. Oh, I hadn't done that one. See, I'm still learning myself as well, guys. I am still learning. So that's how we do Plipcam. So go into explore mode. That's how you do Plipcam. Scenic mode. If you pop that down there. And then that will zoom around that point that I put there. And you can change that to spiral. You spiral in. And it'll just continue to spin around just like that. And the best one, and this is the one that I'm going to have a lot of fun with doing spotlights with, is the camera mode. So I haven't really played around too much with this yet. So we're going to add a route. So add a keyframe. We'll put a keyframe there. And then we'll come over here. We'll add a keyframe there. And let's go down here and we'll add another keyframe there. And let's have a look how that looks. And we're going to hide the hood. Look at that! How cool is that? It's going to take a little bit of getting used to and a lot of playing around with, but that is fantastic. Such a good feature. Right, anyway. Let's get this. I need to put myself.
There's no more questions in a minute, so you can just build now.
I can just build. Okay, thank God for that. Right, let's put all that together. Right, that's something else that is different. When you hold to select everything, you now have to press square to confirm it. There you go. So square to confirm. I'll put all that in one, group all that together. And we'll enter the build mode. There you go. And then we should just be able to confirm that. And I can't see. There we go. Right.
Can you only build in a square? You can't. So you can't do it at angles or whatever.
Unfortunately, not. No. But I've got a plan with this anyway. So I want to go up there. Now, I know it looks very square. I'm aware of that. Leave me alone. Right. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of this one. I have a plan.
Someone asked, how did you get the game early? He was lucky that Frontier contacted him.
I was extremely lucky, and thank you to all the support of everybody who got me there in the first place. Like, Frontier reached out and offered me early access with being a content creator. So, yeah, very, very lucky. Right. So, I am going to put this in this top corner.
Can you snap the path to the buildings?
I think you can. I think you can.
It just is there, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. I didn't know how. Like I say, I by no means am I an expert at this game yet. I am still learning the game as much as everybody else is. So it's something I'm working on. Right, barriers. Let's put a barrier in there.
Kiddo just asked, are the controls similar? You covered this earlier. Yeah, they're pretty much very similar.
Almost identical. Almost identical to Planet Coaster Console. So if you've played Planet Coaster Console, you'll be off and away with this one. Absolutely no problem. I'm an amazing builder. I'm really, really not. Trust me. I need to be as good as the lady designer. That is never going to happen. I think if you're setting them expectations of me, you're going to be sorely, sorely disappointed, because I can't build like her. Give me some time, all right? Because it ain't happening just yet. Right. Where were them pieces I was using? Ah, I've still got wood selected, haven't I?
Yeah, sorry, mate. Flooded wants to know, can you change the walls that surround that gate you just added?
Yes. Yeah. I will be coming back to that. I will be coming back to that, but I'm kind of like just getting sidetracked at the moment.
Yeah, there's a few people asking about the in-game blueprints, but you can cover them in a minute.
I could put an in-game blueprint down, that's fine. That's no problem. I can do that. I'm trying to find one that will snap. Why is it not snapping to this? That's what I'm wanting to do. Ah, there we go. Right, we'll go with that. 2 meters. I don't want it quite that high. So, grid height. I have got a plan. I know what I'm doing, alright? Not that. Right, that is one. That brings me actually to a very good point. I cannot undo from here, which is really annoying. I've got to go back out of the build menu, then press undo, then go back into it once again. So, a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. I imagine that will be something that will be addressed. Right, I want to copy that. Right. Fences are down in props, I believe. Yes, they are. Now, I could do a fully custom one here, but for the sake of the live stream, I just haven't got time. So I'm just going to go with this for now. Oh, that is also right. That is also something that is different. Right. Okay, that's something I can show. So the axes that you've got there, you can actually change the axis. I've changed it back to the default one, but there is a setting in here. Let me find where it is. I can't remember. There we go. Right. And then you've got 6 different ones, so you could actually move it across and up at the same time. Now, I personally didn't get on with that. I didn't like that. So if you wanted to go back to just how it was with Planet Coaster, you can do. There are a couple of settings maybe that are quite beneficial for people. So some of the things that I've changed, obviously I changed to meters and miles per hour with being British. I think I changed the screen setup a little bit on first launch because I actually found the game just a little tiny bit dark when I started. So I did adjust the HUD a little bit, and I thought the volume was actually quite loud as well. I didn't think I actually accepted that. There you go, apply that. Do the PC have that? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know if the PC has that function or not. Do I know
Question
how
for
to...
you.
Go on.
Are you going to do a Sandbox series on this game?
Most likely, yes. But I want to start with a franchise series. I've already got the first episode of the franchise series filmed and out for members of the channel. And it will be out tomorrow morning for everybody else at 10 o'clock. So before the game's launch, there will be an episode of franchise series. And episode 2 will be out on Wednesday, and then episode 3 will be out on Friday. Right. Have I ever played Planet Zoo PC Edition? I actually have. I got a Steam Deck just to play Planet Zoo, and the Steam Deck, to be honest, didn't run it very well. It did run it, but with being a console gamer, I really struggled with getting used to PC controls. Does it feel better than the PC version? It's going to be complete personal preference. It depends on what you are used to. If you are a through and through PC gamer your entire life, then maybe not. It's going to be very much dependent on the player. That question.
Got 2 more questions for you.
Go on.
NH would like to know Eden Zoo when.
Tomorrow.
That's the answer to that.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And what was the other one? I can't find the other one now. Oh, does the lighting game like penetrate through the walls and stuff like it did in Planko?
That's a very good question. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I don't know is the answer to that one. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. It's not something that I've ever noticed on Planet Coaster, so...
Well, we can put a light on the wall and then put it to night mode and you'll see if it shines through.
I could. Oh, you actually want me to? You actually...
If you could. Then
oh, for crying out loud.
The public want to know.
You're so demanding, all of you. I'm trying to build my beautiful enclosure that looks absolute crap, but I'm trying to build it. Leave me alone.
And people want to see the weather again.
People want to see weather again. You're so fussy. Right. There you go. I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain for a second. There we go. There's the Move Snap feature. Move Snap feature is an amazing feature. That's something that PC players do not have. Do you... I saw that question and then kind of like didn't quite finish reading it before it went off. Am I going for realism with this? Truth be told, I'm not actually going for anything. To be honest, I'm kind of just building as I go. I haven't really got a plan right this very second. I'm literally just building as people throw questions at me. So, I don't know. We'll see in a second. Let me know when I've finished. And tell me how realistic it is. What was my favourite DLC in PC edition? Without a doubt, the Aquatic Pack. Without a doubt. The Aquatic Pack is one that I am looking forward to mostly. I believe it's got the best rock pieces in the game. The rock pieces that come with the Aquatic Pack are absolutely insanely good. Like, so good, it's ridiculous. And that is the pack that I am looking forward to the most, without a shadow of a doubt. What am I building for? It has started snowing now. What am I building for? I don't know. I don't even know what animal's going in here yet. I'm literally just kind of like building and then just see what happens as we go. Any more questions at the moment?
Is there many aquatic animals at launch?
So you've got the crocodiles. You've got 2 different variants of crocodiles. We'll have a look. Shall we have a look? Let's all have a look, shall we? Because I honestly can't remember. So let's have a look in the Zoopedia and we can have a look what animals we've got. So we've got the aardvark, I can't see because of my face, the African buffalo, so aquatic animals. And we'll just go through them. They love the water. The tapirs absolutely love the water, as do the Bengal tigers. There's a lot of the animals that actually want a lot of water. I don't think there's penguins at launch. I believe they only come in the aquatic pack, but then there's a couple of different versions of penguins that come in various DLCs. So there's your first... Oh, could you call that an aquatic animal? Mostly, they spend most of their time in the water. That's one thing that we can do.
Pygmy hippos if you pre-ordered.
Oh, the pygmy hippos are so cute! And the hippos as well. The croc sea lion otters. Yeah, there's no sea lions at the start. Not in the base game, at least. You've got the Nile monitor. They like a lot of water as well. Well, there's so many animals here. So many animals to start with. But we do have a bit of a giveaway. I want to put that back to normal weather. There we go. We do have a little bit of a giveaway, and whilst we do that, I'm actually just going to put down an exhibit animal because I want people to see how good the exhibit animals look up close. So let's just pop that one down. There we go. Lights. I'll have a look at lights in a second. Request exhibit animal. I need a trade centre. Where's my... There we go. So, I am giving away a £50 voucher for PlayStation, Xbox or PC. To be in a chance with winning, you need to answer the following question. What is my favourite animal in the game? There we go. Right, facilities.
Do you want to give people a hint where they can find the answer?
No. No. I mean, I could, but... Right, there we go. Got a trade centre. Right, there we go. The snail. The snail. It's not a snail. I'll tell you that straight away. It's definitely not a snail. I need some power. Power! Oh, let's go solar. This is looking like the best zoo in the entire world. And look at this. This is an absolute work of art. Absolute work of art. It's still got no power. Right. Okay.
I'm going to be kind. I can see a lot of wrong answers, so I'm going to give people a hint that if they watch something earlier, they may know the answer.
They may do. They may do. I may or may not have said in a review that I released earlier on what my favourite animal is.
And also, if you put your answer in the Discord Planco Zoo chat, then Matty will know where to find them, just in case he misses it on here. And then everyone will go into a draw, and then he'll announce the winner tomorrow. That sound alright?
Sounds good to me. Right. There we go. Have a look how close you can get to these exhibit animals. Look at that. That is ridiculous. How close you can get to that. You can see all the scales on it. They do move as well. They don't just sit there and do nothing. They will actually move around the enclosure. So there we go. Right. Can I carry on with my enclosure now? That's like the best enclosure in the entire world.
I think you need to do lights before Brivade's head explodes.
Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, fine. I actually... Am I right in saying I actually need to box this in for it to work? Like, put a roof on and everything? I can't remember. I think I might do. Right.
Just build a 4x4 with a
I could do that.
And then just...
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Welfare. See, I wouldn't have been able to think of that. Right, 4x4 with a light in it.
Everyone pummeling the chat with the answers. The answers need to go in the Discord server, and it's one answer per person. So if you put an answer that's wrong and then the correct answer later, it gets discounted.
Right. Yeah, so that is a gift card to any console, so any platform, so console or PC. I didn't want to exclude PC players. Right, and let's just put a roof on that. I think I should put this on the workshop, to be honest. I mean, this is just... Is this not the best creation you've ever seen in a Planet game? It's just an absolute work of art. There
it's almost like you were busy talking and stuff. Like it's
I know.
Concentrating.
Right, and then let's swap that tonight. Wrong one. Oh, I was like, no, it doesn't come through. It's got no power! For crying out loud! Right.
You're having a mare.
I'm having an absolute mare, and I can't see the thing to move it. Is that move? Is that move? No, that wasn't move. I can't see because of the chat. Everyone stop talking just for like, just a second. Nobody type anything for a second.
Go two to your left. There you go.
Not that one! There we go. I've got it. It's fine. Oh, right. I've got this. It's fine. Don't worry. I've got this. Right, there we go. Move selection. I am so professional. Nothing but professional in these streams. So, I think there's a little bit of light coming through. But nothing major that I can see. Yeah, nothing major, I wouldn't say. Right. Can I now please carry on building my enclosure? Please.
NH asked, is there anything on the workshop apart from Matty's? I doubt it, because everyone else.
There is actually one other. There is actually one more thing now. I noticed earlier on, but I was the first person to ever have something on the workshop, which is absolutely nuts. I made the front page. It's the only time it's ever going to happen. There you go. There's two different things. Shall we have a look at this? I don't know who this person is. ZSH Plays. They must be a content creator.
And bring in.
Yeah, let's have a look. I don't know who that is, but if you watch this stream, I don't know who you are, but that looks absolutely amazing. Make sure to let me know your YouTube channel and I'll have a look. So there you go. We can have a look at blueprints. We can have a look at his blueprint. Let's have a look at it, shall we? There it is. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, let's try and get it to the right place. Now, one thing you can do, terrain carries over in blueprints. I don't know how yet, but I know that you can. I think it's something to do with if you put a border around. So, as an example, let me find an exhibit habitat. So, large bear habitat. This will actually do the terrain when you put it down. Let me just try and get it to the right spot. That looks about right. There you go. And all the terrain is already in, and all the paint tool is already in as well. So an entire exhibit already done in one as a blueprint with all the terrain forming done for you.
That's so good.
Very, very, very handy. Will make doing contests a lot easier. A lot easier.
I can hear Claire's excitement. I can hear her screaming from here. Giddy.
Right, where are the doors? There they are. These are probably my favourite item in the game so far. I absolutely love these. They're so good for doing these habitat doors. Just lower them down a little bit and the animals will actually come through them. So if we just pop that back there. And then bring that...
Matty said in his review earlier, at the moment, dioramas are not in the game.
No, dioramas, unfortunately, are not in the game at launch. Hopefully it's something we will get at a later date. But honestly, you won't need them. Trust me, you do not need dioramas at the moment. There is so much content in this game, it's insane. I think I'm up to probably about 45 hours of game time. I still haven't finished the campaign at the moment. That's how long it's taken me. There we go. So we've got the doors there. There you go. Our exhibit is taking shape. Look, it's starting to look like an actual exhibit. So, I think what we'll do is we'll put down... What I want to do is have... Now, I'm going to need to change the flooring on this in a moment. It's so nice having everybody here in the chat. Welcome, everybody. There's so many new names that I haven't seen. Apologies that I'm unable to read all the comments. That's why I've got Welfare here with me, who's helping me to keep up with the chat, because it's honestly, it's impossible. There's just too much going on at the same time as trying to build to keep up with the chat at the same time. Oh, there's a certain one I'm trying to find. Not that one. I can't find it. Is it that one? That's the one. That's the one I want. Right. And then I'm going to split that from the building. If I can see the buttons. I think I might use it as a... I think I might do it as a warthog, possibly. I'm not actually sure yet. I don't know. Right. Enter build mode. And we're going to split that from the building. No, we won't just yet. No, we won't. We'll split it from the building in a moment. There we go.
A few people are asking about release time. It's out 3 PM UK time.
No.
Whatever time zone you're in, work it out.
No, 2 PM UK time.
Is it 2 PM?
2 PM. I thought it was 2 PM UK time. Have I tried using a mouse and controller? I haven't, I'm afraid. I'm useless. I tried it on the Steam Deck with a mouse and controller, and I couldn't get used to it. I'm not a PC gamer, so it's just something that I couldn't get used to, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think it is 2 o'clock. I really wish I could...
I'll Google it and find out.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to drop that down to there. There we go. Looks like a Planet Coaster knockoff. Yeah, it kind of is a bit of a Planet Coaster knockoff, I'm not going to lie. It's almost like the company that made this game looked at Planet Coaster and thought, we can do that, but put animals in it? It's really bizarre. It's like, there's probably going to be a lawsuit coming their way, I would imagine. You've got to imagine, Sam.
I've got the times. UK is 2 PM, Europe 3, New York 10 AM, LA 7 AM, Mexico 8 AM, Sao Paulo 11 AM, Tokyo 11 PM. Sydney, you've got to wait till the 27th.
Oh, poor people in Sydney. What did they ever do?
That's what they get for being in the future.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to raise this up ever so slightly because that didn't quite work.
Nightshade, yes, you should buy this game. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I am by no means an expert. Oh, what is going on here? I'm gonna have to raise this up again, aren't I?
Yeah, if Matty can do it, anyone can.
Yeah, trust me, I am not the best builder at all. It's just about experimenting, to be honest. I don't believe there's a wrong thing that you can do, really. It makes Planet Coaster look rubbish. I was actually speaking to Moomin about this yesterday, and he said, do I think this is better than Planet Coaster? It's such a difficult question to answer because it's going to depend upon the person. If you like your roller coasters, then of course Planet Coaster is going to be better. Does this game have some better mechanics and things? Yes, probably. To be honest, some of the systems that are in place, yeah. They need a lot of sleeping space. They may have a lot of babies. Leave me alone. They may need a lot of sleeping space. But yeah, it's very much dependent upon the person, to be honest. I'm not going to say it's better than Planet Coaster. When is the first showcase? I mean, whoever builds their zoo first, game on.
Give me a month.
give Welfare about 3 weeks and he'll probably knock an entire zoo out. You know what he's like. Right, there we go. We've got the hard shelter. It's taken us all this time, but we've got the hard shelter. We haven't got a roof on the hard shelter, but we've got the hard shelter in place. We could put some ropes across there, but for the sake of this, it doesn't really matter. Will the lights turn on during the day, like underground in the dark? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If they're in a dark area. The lights actually have a lot more on them than what Coaster did, I believe. There's quite a lot you can actually do with them. So there's a lot more settings on there. So you've got automatic mode, you've got light mode on, you've got light mode off. But the automatic will obviously just come on at night or if it goes dark, I believe. So, yeah.
Kiddo, yes, you do need to be in the Discord, mate, for any showcases and stuff.
Right, I want to get rid of this path. I'm about to put down an animal in a few minutes. I know everyone is desperate for me to put down an animal. So let's just get it done, shall we? Now, this is not what is going to... I'm going to be changing this very, very shortly. But just for the sake of getting an animal in, let's just put something down.
After you've done that, can we have a look at backstage stuff and art shapes, if there is any?
There isn't really much in the sense of backstage at the moment. At the moment, there's not. But obviously, that will change at a later date. So...
And art shapes? Is there art shapes in the game?
Oh, yes, there's definitely art shapes. Right. I've done this wrong. I've just realised what I've done. Hang on. We need an invisible barrier. So invisible barriers are literally one of the best things in the entire world. So this is the habitat barrier right there. I'm going to bring that right up there. And because I've already put something there... They won't be able to escape. Ah, I've still got this old barrier here. We don't need that anymore. Right, so you can press that. Press R3 to select all. There you go. We'll get rid of that. We don't need that old one anymore.
I could see some people building some crazy things with invisible barriers.
The invisible barriers are one of the best things in the game. They're absolutely amazing. It's so good. There you go. I was going to say I wasn't sure what that was obstructed by. Right. We'll come down here. And we'll curve that. I need to get rid of that piece there. There we go. Right. It's not the greatest enclosure in the world. It's just a tribute. Right. Let's have a look. How big is this habitat for a start? It is 1,024 square meters. So, I mean, we're in Sandbox, so it doesn't really matter too much because we can turn off the requirements. Did I just see that
you could choose the length of the grass? If you click on the door again, where you saw the size of it, it had like the length of the grass. There.
Oh no, that's the terrain. That's the terrain distribution. That is how much. Okay. That's how much the animals are going to do. So if you just click on that, when you put the animal in, obviously the requirements will be there. So that's what's currently there right now. So it's made up of 70% long grass, 30% short grass. But once the animal goes in, it will then change to what the requirements are. Right. Let's have a quick vote. What animal is going in here? We've got basically anything. Every single animal is unlocked straight from the start. So what are we putting in? The first one that I see, I'm doing. $70 people watching. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Hippos. There you go. It's the first one that I saw. Hippos. So I've got a feeling this is going to be very small for hippos, but that's what I saw. Where are we? So, hippopotamuses. Do you want to know a funny story about hippopotamuses? So, when me and my wife very first met, we'd only been together a week or two, something like that. Why can I not send that to Zoo? Because I haven't actually connected a staff path, that's why. So we'd only been together about a week or two, and we were sat having dinner, and she said something, I can't even remember what she said now, and I said, oh, you're such a hypocrite. And Olivia, our daughter, she was only 2 at the time, looked at me dead square in the eyes and said, don't you call my mummy a hippopotamus. So yeah. Right.
Dragon keeps on asking, is there a wheelie bin?
I believe so, yes. Let me just have a look for that in a moment. Let me just get these hippos in, which are going to absolutely hate this, by the way. You can select all the species there, and then just send them all to the zoo in one go. They're going to hate that. That is such a small enclosure for hippos. We're going to have to look at addressing that. Right, bins. I have seen bins. I'm sure I have. I'm sure I saw bins. So. Bins. Or is it going to be trash or something? No. I'm pretty sure there are bins. I'm pretty sure I saw them. I saw them in one of the campaign maps for certain. So worst case scenario, go to the campaign mode and save them from there. But like I say, I'm sure that I did see them. Now, hippos are going to need a lot of water, aren't they? So I'm actually going to flatten this back to surface again. Are there sea lions unlike aquatic animals? There are sea lions, but not in the base game. So they will come at a later date. Right, we want to remove that water. Oh, I've got guests. Hello, guests. There we go. We'll flatten all that again, because we really are going to have to look at expanding that enclosure. Right. And I'm sorry, that's just going to bug me so much. I need to paint over that again. I'm sorry. That can't stay like that. There we go. Right. That wasn't important, but it would have bugged me. So it had to be done. Right, where are these hippos? Oh! I have no staff. That's why. I had no staff. I was like, why are the hippos not coming? It's because I hadn't actually had any staff to actually bring them. Right, there you go. Shall we try that again? I thought that was taking a while. There we go. Right, so to get up to that top corner, you hold the touchpad, press square to get up there. The keeper cannot reach the exhibit. Oh yeah, we're not bothered about that. The exhibit can go. That's fine. Don't worry about that. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Many guests think tickets are overpriced. Get a grip. I haven't even started yet. We've got our first animal. Look. How much do you hate this? Oh my days. They need 1,000 square meters. There's only 720 do. And the terrain is well wrong. And they need a lot of water. They need a lot of water. So, first things first, I'm not bothered about having the zoo open. So if you just press the touchpad, that's how you get to that bottom corner. And this is where all your zoo options are, right there. So I'm actually going to close the zoo. I'm not bothered about it being open. For the sake of this, it really, really doesn't matter. And then let's get rid of this path.
Briavade keeps on asking about the erotic animals. Do you just want to brush over this point? Or...
No. We've got a lot of new people here, which is why I'm not addressing it. I want the new people to think, even for a couple of days or a couple of hours, that I'm professional. Okay? That's why I'm not addressing that.
Got some proper questions for you. Can you make waterfalls?
You can make waterfalls. I haven't attempted it yet, but yes, you can. There are so many options regarding that. It's insane. Right, we're going to pause that. They're going to need so much more room than what they currently have already.
And Jasmine wants to know, do you think the ultimate version is worth it?
It's... In my opinion, yes. But that's me personally. I can't say, I think you should buy this. Are you going to play this game for years? Are you planning on buying every single DLC that comes out? If the answer is yes, 100%. Because it'll save you a fortune. If you're only going to play this for a couple of months and then probably never come back again, then no, it's probably not worth it. Can I make an underwater viewing area for this habitat? Oh my... Do you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. I don't know how this is going to go. I genuinely don't know how this is going to go, but I'll give it a try.
And do we have running stream water like on PC?
Yes. I don't know how to do this. I can't think on how to do it. I'm under pressure now. I didn't expect to be doing a...
If you build down like that, if you use... I'm only guessing, there must be some kind of glass barriers there.
Right.
And then just run the glass barrier through that and then build a path down. And then lift part of the terrain up, I imagine.
We'll use the sloping terrain to help them get in and out. Right. I haven't really used this very much, to be honest. Yeah, that looks terrible. That looked terrible. Right. We'll go with that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think the
answer to the question is, yes, you can do it, but Matty can't do it.
Not at the moment, no, because it's not something that I've attempted to do. Yeah, you can do it. So you'd build like kind of the glass coming down here and then going across there. It's honestly, it's just something I haven't tried to do yet. So it's so difficult for me to do this at the moment, like kind of just on the spot. Let me just... Right. And then if we... Yeah, I think the terrain is all wrong, which is why that won't work. But yes, you can do underwater terrain, so you bring the path down here. Right. And let's put all that back again. I do want to put a big water thing in there for them, but I'm not going to do an underwater viewing area, I'm afraid.
Had a couple of questions asking, do you have any Planet Zoo merch?
I do. Yes, I do.
There's an Eden Zoo t-shirt coming out. And then if anyone has any ideas, I'm sure we could work on them.
Right. I haven't really used this feature very much, so I'm learning with you guys here right now. Right. I love this feature. I can see once people get used to this feature, it being extremely handy. Right. And
we still have a smooth function as well.
Yeah, the smooth function is all still there. All of the same features that were in console are all still there, terrain-wise. So that and more. Can you build a square up? Yes, you can. So you don't have to go down with the square, you can also go up as well. Right. That's a nice big water area for them, I think. I think they're going to like that. There you go. Look how much water they've got. Nice. Right, shall we keep it as calm water?
Looks far too clean. Looks far too clean.
It does look. Yeah, I'm in agreement. Yeah, we need to change that. So let's have. I don't want dirty water. Oh, that's quite nice. And let's have some mist coming off it as well, but not too much. Just a little bit of tactful mist.
A few bubbles.
Yeah, we'll have some bubbles as well. Why not? My bubbles. There we go. Right. This looks absolutely awful. For anybody that's going to watch my franchise mode series, it's better than this, I promise, okay? This is a very quick, thrown together, on the spot, under pressure, with loads of people watching me all at the same time, thrown together park, alright? So, leave me alone. Right. Let's put some long grass around there.
That answers one of the questions that Claire had about paint tool.
What's that?
Claire asked it about the paint tool, and you're just showing it off there, so...
Yeah, paint tool is amazing. The only critique I've got with regards to the paint tool, and this is just me who loves my realism, is there is no tarmac paint tool. That's the only critique I've got, is there's no tarmac paint tool. But from what I can see, I think the paint tool is the same for every single map. So you've got the same ones for every one. So you've got the short grass, long grass, soil, rock, mud, snow. So there's not masses of paint tools. Is there a game mode where you can do a zoo without unlimited money? Multiple different game modes. Right, are these guys happy?
Dragon would like to know, does pathing have tunnelling?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. They are still not happy with that water, you know. They're still not happy with that. They want more. More? Right, let's pause that there. Let's get rid of that water a second. How much water do they want? I wonder if it's maybe a little bit too low, actually, you know. I think that might partly be the problem. That's a terrible water feature. I fully admit that myself. It was absolutely awful. I was trying to use the sculpting tools, so we're just going to start again. There you go. Right, I don't want it at 100%. There we go. We'll do it like this. But the game, honestly, the game is absolutely amazing. It's so good. And for anybody that watched my review earlier on, I did address some issues that I had with the game. I actually spoke to Frontier earlier on today, and they've confirmed that the issues that I had will be fixed by launch tomorrow. So, there we go. Right, that must be enough water now. Got to be. It's got to be.
Do animals like a certain water type?
There we go. I don't believe so, no. I don't believe so. Right, so I can see that they want more rock. So if you click... This is really nice to show this off. So as you go across, you'll obviously see all of their differing needs. The hard shelter isn't 100% because I haven't put a roof on yet, so that will be sorted in a moment. But if you click on anything, it will take you automatically to their things. So for example, if I click on hard shelter, there are the hard shelters. If I click on the paint tool, it'll take you to the exact paint tool that they want. So they actually want a little bit more rock. There you go. There you go. They're happy with that. Right, what else do these guys need? So they want the hard shelter. I'm just going to chuck a roof on this. I wanted to do it a lot better. I wanted to make it really nice. But for the sake of the live stream, I'm just going to chuck a roof on and just be done with it for now. It doesn't need to be perfect. Don't let the... What's the saying? Don't let the enemy of good be perfect or something? Or something along them lines. Right. So we'll go with a flat roof. We'll just go with the concrete wall as the roof there as well. I think we'll have a little tiny bit of overhang now. So if we go... Oh. There we go. And that'll do. And then this will cover their hard shelter need as well.
Do you still have the same issue with Zeb fighting?
You do, but there was always ways around that anyway, so... Like,
Yeah,
see,
you just have to drop it off a grid then.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately that same issue does still present, but that is absolutely fine. The Z fighting will still be there, but... Oh. If we... Ah! There we go. Oh, you can also... So if there's things that are climbable in the habitat, you can literally just enable climbing or disable it. Right.
Got a couple of questions. I don't know if you can answer them. What FPS is this game?
I'm not 100% to be honest. I think it's 30 FPS, I believe, but I'm not the most technical guy in the entire world, so I'm honestly not sure. Truth be told, I'm afraid.
Yeah, there's questions about the male lion skin that we wouldn't have a clue about if they've updated it or not. That's a Frontier thing.
Yeah, I don't know on that one, I'm afraid.
And someone asked how you're already in. Matty was lucky enough to get an early access from Frontier.
Yeah. Very, very kindly, Frontier contacted me and offered me early access with being a content creator.
And an important question, can animals escape and what do you have to do if they can?
So yes, animals do escape, and the best thing to do when they do escape is panic.
And no, this is not PC, this is PS5.
Yeah, this is the PS5 version. No, generally, animals can escape. To be honest, once the animals are escaping, the best thing to do is pause the game, and then you can either get a vet to come and get them back. I just messed that up a little bit there. There's a little bit of Z fighting, but I'm not too concerned for the sake of that. There we go. We'll unpause that. There we go. We've got the hard shelter. Unfortunately, the wood is clipping through. That is not the best hard shelter in the world. But we've got our hippos in. Look at him, he's under the water. He's having a good old swim.
Claire would like to look at the animal signs and those the education screens.
Right.
And Cold Sauce says, how do you keep them from breeding? I think you can give them medication or turn it off in the settings, I think.
There you go. Done. Just like that. Click on the animal. Go up there. There you go. Done. They now can't breed. It's as easy as that. You can...
The invisible barrier is for animals, isn't it? What you said earlier?
It's for basically creating enclosures without having to rely on these. So, like here, this was all a custom barrier. So all this was custom, and I didn't use the in-game ones, and that's why you would use the in-game invisible habitat barriers. So these guys can now breed. You can have inbreeding. Inbreeding is a thing. So if you see that animals are about to inbreed, you're better off pausing the game quickly and then getting rid of one of them, like releasing it to the wild or something. Right. Sorry, what was it that Claire wanted to have a look at? I'm sorry. Did you say the signs? Was it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the signs.
Right, so there's absolutely loads of them. There's absolutely masses of signs.
Rats said that to stop them breeding, you just have to let them get married.
Yeah. There's so much in here. So many different pieces. Loads of different types of animal stickers as well. What is that? Oh, that's cool. Well, I could see that being used quite cleverly. There's so many small pieces in this game. Like, so many small pieces. And what else was it that somebody wanted to see? Can you please show us what the male lion looks like? Yes, I can do that.
Oh, the education screens.
Oh, education screens. Yes, I can do that. Right. Bye, hippos. Bye. Everyone say goodbye to the hippos. There you go. Because we're going to get some lions. Which I assume must be on page 3.
Is the soundtrack better than Planko's?
Pardon?
Is the soundtrack better than Planko's?
Again, it's personal preference. It's can't really say.
From what I heard earlier, my personal preference is yes, it's better.
Yeah,
when you have me,
I don't know. I think both Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo have got
start.
Amazing soundtracks, to be honest. So it's entirely up to you. What are they actually under? Is it an African lion?
Coulter said, "What happens if the lions are thrown in with the hippos?"
They'll eat each other, I imagine. West African lion. There we go. That's why I couldn't find it. I haven't actually tried it, to be honest. I haven't tried that. Are you getting used to the controls quick? Honestly, if you played Planet Coaster on the console, you'll be off and away really, really quickly. The controls are so intuitive. It's so easy to control. Right, so we've got one male lion there, and let's have a couple of lionesses as well. I'm clicking on favourite. Simba. Right, and let's send...
Max wants to know, what do you do if an animal isn't feeling well?
I'm sorry, you broke up then.
Stuff in the game. Oh, Max wanted to know, what do you do if the animals aren't feeling very well?
You have vets in the game. You're always researching. You'll have... So you've got the differing buildings. So if we have a look at the differing staff buildings that you've got, they all play a key purpose. So we have the quarantine. Of course, these are like kind of just the theme for this right now. So you've got the quarantine. The quarantine is where if you have a sick animal, you can put them in quarantine until you've like found out what it is. A staff room, self-explanatory what a staff room is. You've got the workshop where the mechanics can start working on new things for your park. You've got the keeper hut. So the keeper hut is where the keepers will have to go and get food for the animals and things like that. You've got the veterinary surgeon. So of course, if you've got sick animals, the vets will take them there. You've got the research centre, which the vets use to then like learn more about the animals. It increases the education on each animal, and also it gives more enrichment items. And then the, what was that one? I didn't see what that one was. Oh, the trade centre. The trade centre is one of the most important ones because you won't be able to get animals without the trade centre. So shall we go and have a look at our lions? I've just undone something.
You've now hit 100 people in the live stream, by the way, mate.
That's amazing. That's the most people I've ever had in a live stream. So thank you ever so much. Welcome to all of the new people who may be the first time joining one of my videos. Thank you so much. That lioness is gorgeous. Thank you ever so much, Max. Thank you for joining. Absolutely gorgeous. But where's the male? There is actually a lion coming somewhere as well. Is this the lion? Or is this the lioness? No, that's the lioness again. Come on, where's the lion? They're going to run back and get it, aren't they? I think the hard shelter's a little bit big for them. People must be tuning in for the first time thinking, wow, this guy sucks. Like, he really can't play at all.
Someone asked to explain what that building is.
It's a hard shelter. So every single animal in the game requires a hard shelter. So a hard shelter is where they can escape from the rain, hide from the guests, go to sleep. And that's the hard shelter. So that's where they're going to come in and go to sleep. I think these walls are a little bit low, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the lions can jump out of there, but I was just showing them off.
You can show people what to do if an animal escapes, if that happens.
Yeah, we can. Here comes the lion. Here comes the lion. I could have put these in the one of the blueprints, couldn't I? Are there hedgehogs?
Yeah. Someone also wants to see the rhinos.
I will try and cover as many animals as people would like me to, but there we go.
Animals escaped.
Oh no! The animals escaped! What are we going to do? There's the lion. Look at him. Does the null barrier keep them from jumping over short walls? No, it doesn't. A null barrier will not stop anything from getting through. If I was to put a null barrier all the way around that, they'll just walk through it. A null barrier only counts as a habitat area. So you've always got to put a habitat area to put the animal in. Even if it's just a null barrier all the way around, you've still got to put that area to have the animal in. Oh, it jumped back. That was so considerate. Thank you so much. It jumped back in again.
But the problem is 2 of your animals are diseased.
Well, are they? Well, there we go. Right, there you go. So let's get some facilities down, shall we? So let's get a quarantine down. So this is good to show off, isn't it? This is handy. We're also going to need a vet surgery to treat them. Can you add multiple animals in one enclosure? I believe so, yes. Right. But whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. Right, that one is actually sick, so I'm going to box here. Emergency capture that one. And there you go. They're actually taking him to the vet's look. And look inside.
That vet's got a lot of faith in that lion.
I know, right? Let's hope it doesn't wake up.
Miss Ahmed asks, can you add multiple animals into one enclosure?
You can, but it's not a good idea.
I think it tells you what they can live with, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if it's simple ones, you've got lions running all over your park, you're having a nightmare.
Yeah, well. We've actually got the blueprint, haven't we, for the large cats, so we'll pop them in there. So I haven't seen...
Yeah,
maybe
if we chuck some of these down and then just put some animals in so people can see it.
Wow. That's beautiful. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. There's still so much of the game that I haven't seen myself. I'm still learning, despite the fact that I've had the game for a week. I'm still learning as I go as well. There's just so much in the game. I think that's a large bear. There is a large cat one. Large cat, there we go. Let's pop them in there, shall we? And then they should be happy then. And then we can start showing off some different animals. So, is the season pass available for purchase already? I believe so, yes. Terrain modification failed. Why did that happen? I'm not sure on that one myself.
I think it's because you got stuff up high and that kind of thing.
I'm not sure, because the other one went in okay, didn't it? Let's just... Ah, there we go. I think I was too close to the border. Right.
Kiddo, the pygmy hippos are not available till tomorrow, and I don't think they will fight if you put them in the same enclosure anyway.
No, I don't believe so.
Aaron says, can you build your own facilities?
Yeah, so there's like shells that you can then build around. Right. Will you please stop? Oh my days. Everything is falling apart. Right. You...
Matty, can I make a suggestion, because we've been here in over an hour? Do you want us to open up a new sandbox?
But this is an absolute work of art. What are you talking about, welfare? This is absolute genius.
I'm worried about the issue.
I think it's been fixed. Okay. But in the interest of that, yes, we will. My electrics are now on fire. It's literally all falling apart, isn't it? It is all falling apart. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. That's insane.
Because then what we could do, we could just build a long path and then just put pre-built enclosures and put the animals that people want to see in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie.
So if people want to suggest what animals they'd like to see, then we can build some stuff for them. And also people are asking about the shops and things.
I haven't seen Teddy's. I haven't seen them. So I'm not 100% on that one. Shall I give people a very, very, very sneak peek of the first episode of the Eden Gardens tomorrow?
No.
But, okay.
I'm being cruel, no.
Okay.
They can watch it. They can watch it tomorrow because people want to.
Okie
People want to
dokie.
see different animals.
Right. Let's go in.
Sandbox.
My headset's just died.
Solo. It doesn't release until tomorrow. Matty got an early access.
Right,
copy of
my
it
headset
from,
just died, so
Frontier.
I can't actually hear anything. So just give me a moment. I'm not sure why my headset died. There we go. There we go. Right, can you hear me okay?
It's a bit distant.
Yeah, sorted. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
there you
why.
go. Okay.
I don't know what happened then. Right, what was I
Right,
doing?
if
I'm
we go
sorry.
to we're going into a sandbox mode because we've got some animal enclosures to build.
We're just going to pop them down this time. I'm not actually going to build them
Yeah.
from scratch. We'll go to a different biome as well. Let's go to tropical. Tropical, North America. There you go. Create zone.
You've got quite a few to build. So we'll start at the top. We'd like pandas, please.
Okay.
Because you can turn off the power and stuff on sandbox mode, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so if we turn
haven't
that off,
I haven't really looked at it, truth be told. I haven't really looked at the sandbox options. So let's have a look together, shall we? Let's learn together, because I haven't looked at this. So, enable animal welfare. We'll turn that off. We don't need that. Enable animal deaths. Nah, we don't want that either. No illnesses. No aging and birthing. No death waging. We'll have social groups. Overcrowding. Nah, we'll keep that off. Animal stress off. Animal injuries off. Animal fights off. Enable animal predator. We'll keep that on. That sounds fun. Enable water cleanliness off. Enable water defecation. We're keeping that on. Temperature needs off. Terrain needs off. Animal plant needs off. Enable hard shelter. We'll keep that on. Enable food spoiling. We'll keep that off. We're not going to have guests, so that doesn't matter. Inspectors off. Enable escapes. We'll keep. We don't want escapes. Right, there must be power down here somewhere. Power everything. There you go. So power is on as a default. There's so many options, look. So many options for Sandbox. Right, there we go. Right,
Okay,
so
if you just build one big long path and then we'll put stuff either side of it.
okay. All the way down.
People are making comments about my name and animal welfare.
Do you know how many times I've actually thought that as I've been playing? Right, there you go.
One day I'll explain on the server why I'm called welfare, but it's nothing to do with animals.
I assume it's not going to be suitable for
the
this.
first one was a panda. That's fine. It's just not.
Right, we need a trade centre before I do anything, mate. Otherwise, we ain't getting nothing.
Mark, you can upload your zoo onto the workshop, then people can view it. Also, the game is crossplay now, so anyone with an Xbox can view PlayStation 5 and vice versa.
Right, so what are we putting down first? Did you say...
Panda. Panda was the first.
I just want to put down this one. This is what I worked on for a career mode. That's what I'm more capable of. Okay? So anybody who was watching that last one thinking, this guy sucks, that's what I can do on a good day. When I've got a little bit more time and a little bit less pressure on me, that was my warthog enclosure that I did. Okay? I don't know why it didn't do the terrain though. I'm not sure why. I don't think I saved it right, but I need to have a look at that. But that was my warthog enclosure.
So
right.
the first two are a panda and an elephant. So I don't know if you want to do both of those at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just use the blueprint ones for now, just to pop these down. In fact, if we just... In fact... Don't even need to do that.
It'll be good to see the in-game enclosures though.
Fine. Fine. It just means I've got to find them is all. So what is that?
Can't you just search?
Herbivore habitat. There we go. Now.
Solo, you can't play the game until the official release tomorrow. This is an early access copy.
It is indeed. Right. And we're popping elephants in there, we said, yeah?
Elephants or pandas, they're the first two.
Let's put 2 in. And we just need a couple of members of staff just to be able to do that. There you go. 3 keepers. I think that'll be enough. Right. And I now need to put them back in again. I'd rather not show the franchise mode if that's okay. Please, purely because I've already started it and I've got a franchise on the go and I'd rather not really show that, to be honest. I really did put that a long way away. Whilst we wait for them to get there, let's put another one down, shall we?
Yeah, we need a panda enclosure now.
We do need a panda enclosure. I think there's a bear enclosure. I'm going to count that as the same. It'll be fine. So, herbivore enclosure. And there is... large bear. There you go. Right. Have we had any more questions come in?
No question. Just have a look through. Answered the one with the franchise. No, it's just people asking for animals. Gorillas, chimpanzees, zebras.
I can't do every animal that people are wanting to see. It's just not possible, I'm afraid, guys.
I'm just telling you what the people have asked for. So I don't know if you wanted to put another one in there.
Look at the elephant. He's having a good old swim. I really like how when you go under the water, the sound changes. I'm not sure if people could be able to hear that or not. Just have a quick listen. Like, the music actually muffles as you go underneath the water, as if you're listening to the music underneath the water. Really cool. Oh, there's the other one coming in. Is there dinosaurs? Yeah, there's loads of dinosaurs. You've got T-Rexes and Velociraptors. No, there is not dinosaurs. Right. Pandas, yeah? Can we put pandas in with elephants, do we think? Shall we just do it?
Apparently there's a question from Dragon. Is the management side well balanced?
Pardon?
Dragon wants to know, is the management side well balanced?
Very much so. Yeah, very much so, I would say. We're just going to put the pandas in with the elephants. It doesn't matter because we've turned all the settings off, so we can put them all in as well. Right.
And Cold Sore wanted to know, you don't have to use in-game walls as barriers, correct?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Well, none of this is a in-game wall. That's all one that I've done myself. So if we actually just shorten the grass there, I'll pop a couple of warthogs in there. So this is the one that I built for. This was a career mode one that I'd done. Unfortunately, it hasn't carried the terrain through for me, and I think that's just because I did something wrong, to be honest. But you can carry the terrain through. There we go. We'll put the water in there. Try and get that a little bit higher. There we go. And we'll change the water colour as well, because we want that dirty water, don't we? There we go, for warthogs. And we're also going to need... I don't want guests in the park. I'm closing the park. I don't want guests in. Not for the sake of what we're doing. There you go. Go away, everybody. Bye! Right. And, right, because this didn't actually carry the barrier through for some reason either. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it did that, but... yeah, I need to have a look at this and see if I can get it to save with the actual barrier on as well. You still there, Welfare? You've gone very quiet.
Yep, just letting you build for a minute, mate. Mr. Med said, can you customise those preset enclosures, or have you just got to build your own?
You could completely build your own. Those are just some in-game ones that I've just chucked down for the sake of showing off the video, to be honest. Just to
I think the question was, can you edit those?
Oh, yes. Yes, you can.
And Coldsaw said, is it true that guests will start feeding the animals if you don't post signs?
Yes, they will. Yeah, you do have to put signs up to say don't feed the animals. So as you can see, I'm literally just chucking this down just on the outside. Oh, missed a bit there. Some of it didn't carry over into the blueprint. And connect that.
And can we look at some base game foliage close up?
Yes, we can. Right, there you go. And now we can put some warthogs in there. We can even put some aardvarks in there, actually. Let's put some aardvarks in. The foliage is absolutely amazing. It's so good. There you go. Oh, I haven't put a path in. I've done the same again, haven't I? Keep forgetting to put a path in. Oh, we haven't looked at our pandas either. Where are our pandas? Can we see a snail? I'll put a snail down in a moment. Where have the pandas gone? There he is! Do we get rocks with moss on? Yes, you do.
Can you put some of the enrichment in there? See what they do when they interact.
I better put specific ones in for their actual needs, otherwise they're not going to use it. So filter habitat by species. So they like to play the drums. What else do they like playing with? They like playing with cardboard boxes. They've got some scratching posts. Can you use terrain as barriers? Yes, you can. I'm not even sure what that is. Looks like a shower or something that they like to use. And then we'll also put some enrichment items in for the elephants as well. So, but they do play with them all. You will actually see them interacting with them all. Now, I don't know how long it'll be before any of them actually interact. That's one thing that really impressed me. Look at the size difference between them. All of the animals are different sizes. Even the same species of animal are different sizing. You will have ones that are different colours as well, at different patterns.
Is that just randomly done on the game, or can you choose the colours?
No, it's random.
I knew someone was going to ask it.
Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Love them. Right, how are these guys getting on? No, not very good because I haven't put them in yet because I forgot. Right, let's put a staff path in. And yes, I will have a look at the foliage, and I will also have a look at the snails because I keep seeing somebody ask for that as well. So, a couple of things to do. Let's just get these aardvarks in there. Right, foliage up close. So there is the foliage. So all of this is custom. So as you saw, I put the invisible barriers around, and then this is a fence that I created. Let me just pause that a second, because I don't want them to escape as soon as I put them in. So I created this fence that went around the null barrier, and then created this other fence just as a exterior bit as well. So, right. So, snails people wanted to see.
There's a couple of questions as well, mate.
Okay.
Do you think it'd be possible to recreate Whipsnade Zoo if you had to speculate?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
Do you think it would be possible to recreate Whipsnade Zoo if you had to speculate?
Which zoo? Recreate which zoo, I'm sorry?
Whipsnade, like a safari park.
I imagine so. To be honest, the only real limit is your imagination. If you can think it, you can build it. So I can't see why you couldn't recreate anything, to be honest. If you can think it, do it.
And I Am Possible said, the animals are in the same enclosures. Do they interact with each other?
Let me change that camera mode. There you go. There are the snails.
Did you hear the last question?
I didn't, I'm sorry. My headphones keep cutting out. I'm having a few technical hiccups. So I think we will have to think maybe about wrapping up this live stream probably in about 20 minutes or so. Because I am starting to have some technical hiccups. My headphones just keep cutting out. So no, I didn't hear what the question was. I'm sorry.
It's just if you've got different animals in the same enclosure, do they interact with each other?
Yes, I believe so. If they share an enrichment, then yes, they do.
Spine Tomb asked, when can I play it? It's released tomorrow, depending on your time zone. If you're in the UK, it's 2 p.m.
Yeah. UK is 2 p.m. tomorrow. Right, so, more animals. What else are we chucking in here? Let's have a look what we can throw in with the... Are they interacting?
How about chucking a gorilla?
A gorilla? Why not?
Dragon wants to know, how large is the build zone? Is it bigger than Coaster?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So the build zone goes from there all the way. Oh, okay. That was a really bad example. The franchise mode that I started is absolutely massive. But even that, I think, is still substantially bigger than Coaster, is it not? Like all the way over here.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Like the franchise mode one seems.
I imagine
massive.
that's not even going to be the biggest map. I think.
No. I want to thought
possible. I'll work on that tomorrow. I Am Possible wants an I Need Enrichment T-shirt. I'll get that done for you tomorrow.
There's no point in you doing T-shirts because every single time people ask for one, they never buy them. Right. What am I looking for? Gorillas. Do they just come under gorillas? No, of course they don't. I can't remember what they come under. I've got a feeling they're actually under W. Yeah, Western Lowland gorillas. There we go.
The Lego boss just donated.
Oh, thank you ever so much. Thank you, Lego boss. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And that's also not a name that I recognise either. There are so many new names in this chat, in this live stream tonight that I haven't seen before. It's lovely to have you all here. Thank you ever so much. If you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like on the live stream. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already. And shall we do a quick reminder of the contest as well, given the fact that we've got over 100 people in the chat. So, I am giving away a £50 gift voucher. The original plan was I was going to be giving away a copy of Planet Zoo, but for some unknown reason, PlayStation seems to live in 1990 and won't allow you to gift games. So instead, I'm doing a £50 gift voucher for either PlayStation, Xbox or PC. To enter, you need to be a member of the Discord. So if you could possibly just pop the Discord on the chat now, please, Welfare. And the question is, what is my favourite animal in the game? For anybody that wants a hint, watch the review that I did earlier on, and you may have your answer right there. Look at the gorilla. He's so cute. I love him. Right.
Shall we do one more animal? Well, there's two more animals that people have asked for. They've asked for a rhino and a giraffe. I was going to say them finish that there.
Shall we just continue piling them into this enclosure?
Yeah, they're fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
The pygmy hippo don't come out till tomorrow.
No, pygmy hippo isn't out yet, I'm afraid. I'm extremely gutted about that as well. I can't wait. So excited for the pygmy hippo. We're getting so many animals and rhinos as well, wasn't it? What do rhinos come under? I can't remember. I have a feeling there's two different rhinos. I think there's two different ones. I know there's two different types of tiger.
Do we have pre-built shops in the games? Then we could just show people those.
Yes, we do. So the Indian rhinoceros. I've just gone past it.
I think that's it for the animals tonight, isn't it? If anyone wants to see anything else that's not an animal,
buy the game and look tomorrow. There you go. We'll just pop all them there. All them staff are going to be busy now running down with all of these.
Mystic, if you want to know the answer to what's Matty's favourite in-game animal, watch the review earlier. I'm sure you'll be enlightened there.
Right, facilities. So shops, guest facilities. So, right, this is actually really, really good. If I can find an empty shell, yes, I can. So you've got an empty shell here for a shop. And then if you wanted to, you can then take one of these. If you hover over it, why is it not allowing me to do it right now? Of course, it's not going to let me do it when I'm trying to show it off. You can actually add to buildings, because I had that turned off, that's why. So there you go. Select group, so I can add that to that building, and then it'll just automatically go in, just like that. I'll do that again as well for people to see. So I believe we've got a large shell just there. So if we put the shell down, and then we'll let's put gulpy soda. So we'll select to add to that group, and then pop that in there. And we'll also pop a food in as well.
I take it the brands are the same as in Planko.
Yeah, all the brands are all the same ones that you would expect. So Gulpy and Cosmic Cow, all of them the same. But yeah, that's really handy, that feature. Really, really handy having that. Right, giraffes. I'm pretty sure these two are different shades, are they not? I'm pretty sure that one is a little bit darker than that one, look. And I don't think that's anything to do with the light. They are different shades, look. So that one is lighter than that one. So there you go. So you've got different shades of animal, and of course different sizes, because that one is quite substantially bigger than that one. And then of course we've got the rhinos as well. They're so cute. I love the rhinos. Love rhinos. Yeah, amazing. But there we go. Is there anything else anybody would like to see very quickly before we wrap up this live stream? While you have a quick think about that, I want to thank Welfare for joining for this live stream, for helping me with this. Thank you to all of you who've joined and watched. It's been amazing. Over 100 people in the chat, which has been absolutely insane. Thank you to the people who've gifted subs and donated. That's really appreciated. Thank you to all the new people who would have subscribed. Absolutely amazing. And I'm going to be back tomorrow morning with my first episode of the franchise. How do I send a Zoot? Join the Discord, which has been put in there. Is there a cohabitation guide for each animal in the game similar to Jurassic World Evolution? Yes, there is. So if you have a look, oh, not in there, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. If you go into the Zoopedia has everything you could want. It tells you all the land requirements, the climbing requirements, and if you go across, of course that one doesn't have a cohabitation. Something that has a cohabitation. I know that I know they do. And it'll tell you there exactly what they like sharing an enclosure with. So they'll actually receive a benefit from being in the same enclosure as them other animals. So you can actually build some like really nice open African style exhibits with like obviously wildebeest and giraffe and springbok and everything. But yeah, do I run on UK time? Yes, I do. I'm on UK time. So the first franchise episode will be out in 13 hours from now, which would be 10 o'clock UK time. If you're a channel member, if you're a gold channel member, you already have access to that video. It's already up right now. And then episode 2 will be out on Wednesday. Episode 3 will be out on Friday. But there we go. Welfare. What do you think, mate? Because of course, this is the first time you're seeing this game. This is new to you as well. It is.
Yeah, I had about a million questions that I was going to bombard you with, but the chat was popping off so much that I just thought, you know what, I'll just find out myself tomorrow.
Go on. Ask me a few. Ask me a few. Just while I put some... No, I want to know as I put some animals in here.
It was more about like the shop interiors and stuff like that. I know a few people was asking about that.
Shopping. Oh, that's one thing that I do need to show off before we finish. I know that's a big important one. This is a big one. So you've got the counters just there. So you can just literally just put a counter down, and that's a shop right there. And then you can decorate that however you want.
People are going to make some really interesting stuff with this.
There's going to be some good contests with that. I'm telling you. Yeah. The amount of contest ideas I've got already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're in the Discord. There is so much zoo content coming. Contests, Let's Play series, showcases, spotlights, along with Planet Coaster. I want everyone to be reassured I am not forgetting about Planet Coaster. I will still be doing Planet Coaster spotlights as well. You could do a real food truck. Yeah, you can. The options are endless. Absolutely endless. But thank you so much, everybody. Beats Compleximeter, yeah, definitely. What was this, out of curiosity? Out of curiosity, before we hop out, what was that? 7%.
7%.
And we've got however many animals in there. That's quite a few pieces right there. Yeah, there's quite a bit in there, and that's only 7%. And of course, all the path going all the way up there. So yeah, Compleximeter, we've got so much flexibility. But there we go. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've had a blast having you all here this evening. And I will see you all in the Discord. And I will see you tomorrow morning for the first franchise mode. Thank you ever so much, Welfare. Say goodbye, buddy.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.